Yo, what up YouTube? It's your boy Terpes, and today we're coming in with a certified banger. Today we're going to be talking about the Core 2.0 versus the DTV5. Now, two things inspired this recently. First, I was watching my old video about it, and I think it was my third video. I just didn't explain it very well. I was just a little more nervous then and not as good at making content. And second, I've been taking a lot more dabs off it. I just think it's something a lot of people would really love. Second, I just want to talk about how they are technically the same device. Like the Core 2.0 is technically just a DTV5 inside of the E-Rig, but they function so differently that they might as well be different devices. We're going to be talking about the DTV5 first, because for the Core 2.0, honestly, we were able to kick it out in 30 seconds, because when you look at it already, it's just one button, and there's only 3 to 4 functions on the devices, so it's not that hard. Now this is a little different, because this is attached to a box mod. So basically this is the DTV5, and this and the Core 2.0 are essentially the same thing, but this is all just integrated into one unit, while this is a box mod and an atomizer separate combo, and I'll show you how you get water filtration on this. Now, although you can use this on any box mod, the thing about them is that most box mods limit to about 10 seconds, because that's how long you normally hit like a nicotine vape off one. But that's just not long enough to get a really nice dab. So what I do is I specifically have this box mod, the Pico 25 watt, and have this thing called Arctic Fox installed. But basically I just tap this twice. Then when I tap it twice, as you can see the screen comes on, but it activates it for 40 seconds. So that's actually enough time so you can get a decent dab in, instead of having to just hold the button 10 seconds, second, hold it for 10 seconds, second. The other cool thing is that I personally just broke mine recently, but this is a lot more of like a modular device. So think of this as a lot more like a Puffco, where it's like an all-in-one device where you get the entire unit. While this device, this is a 18 to 14 millimeter silicone piece on the top. And besides that, there's a lot of just stuff you can do with this. Think of it like a car or something where you can add on and replace each separate parts. And if something goes bad, you can just replace each separate part. Like if you can get replacement batteries or screens or just each separate part. What's really cool about it is that nothing never needs to be completely thrown out. Everything can be clean and replaced for, $5, $10, something absolutely minimal. And now while you could just hit it dry like this, what I like to do is I actually bought this from China. This is called the Hydra tube. So what you do is after you activate it, you just put it on top of here, then you hit it through that. The last difference really between the Core 2.0 and the DTV5 is because this is attached to a box mod, it's also just way more customizable. Because of that, I guess the ease of use is technically slightly lower, because it's not like this where you literally just turn it on, change your temperature setting, click it 3 times, then turn it twice to come on. You actually have to load the Arctic Fox software on and then adjust it to your actual temperature. I'll include the file to line in your description and the instructions to how to do it on their website, so it should be really simple for you. It's just not plug and play like the other one. Now that we've talked about and explained the device a little bit, we'll just actually show how it functions. So we have this set at 410 Fahrenheit at 36 watts, and we'll just hit this first one dry. But so all you do to activate is you just double tap it, and that'll activate it for 40 seconds. Gotta let it heat up for a second, but it should be ready in about 5 to 10 seconds. And we'll just hit this dry and see how much it destroys us. I usually use the Hydra tube, that's the little bong I put on top. But just for explanation, just showing you can do it this way. Let's just do it. Cheers. I didn't put a very big dab in there, but I was also hitting it dry. I also hit it at a little bit of a lower temperature. Now let's crank it about to 460, 470 and put the Hydra tube on to just show the amount of vapor you can really get with this. Crank this up to 490, which is a little hot. better. We're going to be hitting it through the water this time. I actually just want to show off how much vapor you can actually get producing, especially with the Terp Pro in there. Anyway, it should be racer right now, so let's hit this. Holy shit, you can see the vapor. We got a same size dab load up into the Core 2.0 right now. Let's hit it and just see how it hits compared to the other one. I also have this at its maximum setting, which is about 500 degrees, because that's about what I had the box mod at, so we can just try to compare them accurately. Anyway, cheers. Now, after thinking about it a little bit and just actively using both devices a lot, I honestly kind of surprised with my thoughts, but it just depends on the type of person you are. If you really enjoy just simplicity and like just not having to, adjust things, just opening out the box and be able to use it right away, I definitely recommend the Core 2.0. Everything you need already comes with it. It comes with the atomizer, the carb cap, the glass. All you need is wax and to fill it up with water. It also includes a charging cable, which is always nice. So this is an all-in-one unit, and with a coupon, they're about $140. You can get these for about $125. Now, if you're a slightly more advanced user and you're really just like tinkering with things and you really like just the portability, it's like a computer where you can like switch out and interchange all the parts, I'd really recommend a DTV5. Because you can modify it because it's attached to a box mod, the amount of settings and customization you can get is absolutely insane. As I'll show right now, like there's settings on it. You can change the auto fire. There's the wattage, temperature, ohmage. There's so much stuff you can adjust to get the exact type of dab you want. The other great thing about the DTV5 is just like the size of it, and even just for comparison, here's a normal size big lighter. As you can see, it's not that much larger, especially like the atomizer itself and the box mod, but this is a relatively small box mod also. You can attach it to a larger box mod and it won't be this small. But just that this is extremely portable. You can easily fit this in your pocket, work, and it just looks like something you'd normally hit nicotine off, so it's extremely discreet. You're not exactly sneaking this everywhere, because I think it's pretty obvious, especially if you're in a legal state. Most people know what this is. And when it comes down to price, although the DTV5 is cheaper by itself, it's only $63, while the Core 2.0 is $140, you're not going to be able to use the atomizer just by itself. You're going to have to buy the box mod, the battery, and you're just going to have to find a way to charge it. And then you're also probably going to want water filtration. And once you add all of that up, it equals out to within $2 to $3 of each other. So a full setup with a DTV5 and a Hydra tube versus this is about the same price. Now, in my personal opinion, just because I really appreciate the simplicity, I tend to use my Core 2.0 more, but if I want a really intense dab, I use the DTV5 because I can adjust it and get it to a really, really nice milky temperature that you just can't get with a Core 2.0 because it's not as customizable. But anyway, you can still... The whole point of this video is you can definitely make your own decision and weigh the pros and cons of both devices and decide which one's the best for you. But anyway, Terpes out. I hope you had a great day.